So hey everyone, this is your practice quiz. Remember the quiz here is designed to kind of walk you through what the actual quiz is going to be like, give you the reminders, give you the things to kind of point out there. So let me bring up my feature here and away we will go. So in the very first question, they're asking us to find surface area. And you notice that the formulas are provided for you. We're more interested in can you use the formulas than can you look up the formulas there. So knowing what each of the letters stands for, P there stands for the perimeter of the base. So this particular shape is a triangular prism. Now, I'll be honest with you, someone has knocked it over there because I can see that there's the triangle, there's the triangle, and then it's connected with rectangles. So because of that, in this particular case, the base, um, it's this triangle that's here. So we can't just be like, oh, it's what's on the ground. No, 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 no. Someone asks how tall you are. Just because you are laying down on the ground does not mean you are only about, I don't know, 8 inches tall. No, if you stand up, we get your actual height in there. So for the perimeter there, I'm going to do the perimeter of that little particular triangle there. So yeah, quite the formula that's here. So surface area equals, okay, so perimeter, I need to add up 4 and 5 tenths plus the 9 plus the 7 and 2 tenths. All right, I got to multiply that times the height, and the height is going to connect those two bases. Again, kind of think of it as the length of your body. If you're laying down on the ground here, this is your toes down here, this is your head up here, this is your actual height. Measure your height by laying on the ground, but it's easier if we stand you up. Plus, and then 2 times the area of the base, because the base here has the same top and bottom, which are your triangles. So the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. So I'm going to use this 9 that's there. So again, same length. And looks like I darkened in so much that I cannot read underneath there and there. Oh, it's a 4. Okay. Oh, that makes it nice. So 1/2 of 4 times 9. Um, get that in there. Now, I could just, again, slam this in the calculator all at once if I am using the calculator with that on-screen display because it'll do the order of operations for me. I don't have that calculator in front of me. All I'm working with here is my calculator that's on my phone. So we're going to add things up, and plus it's kind of good just to walk you through it so you don't think it's all magical numbers there. So I'm going to add things together. I get my 20 and 7 tenths. I times it by 8 and 1/10 plus 2 times 1/2 of 4 is 2. 2 times 9 is 18. All right. So now I'm going to take that 20 and 7 tenths, multiply it times my 8 and 1/10. I get 167 and 67 hundredths plus, and then I'll get my 36. So I can add that on 203 and 67 hundredths. And because it is area, surface area, it is centimeters squared that we're looking at. So again, it is using your formula. It's understanding what those words stand for, and then make sure you're plugging it in. Really, this is the most important step right there when it comes to doing your quiz, because if you make a mistake, I can see exactly where things have gone wrong. And it might just be that you typed it in the calculator wrong. That's it. So that's the important part to get filled in, so I can see what you're doing. So why are you moving along with me here? All right, we'll work around it there. Okay, so it tells me the surface area of a rectangular prism is 102 inches squared. The dimensions of the base are 3 inches and 7 inches. Use the formula here. Okay, so again, I'm going to use the formula here. Surface area, all right, is the perimeter. Okay, so perimeter. Okay, it's a rectangular prism. So what that means is if the bases are 3 inches by 7 inches, and if you want, we can get a nice here. 3 and 7. I'm looking for the height. All right. Yeah, the perimeter of that base down there, all right, would be a 3 plus 7 plus another 3 plus another 7. Remember, opposite sides have the same length in a rectangle. All right, the height, which I don't know, so multiply that times the height. We're going to add on to it 2 times, and then the area of the base. To find the area of the base, I would do 3 times 7. Again, big fan of filling in all the information and then cleaning things up. And you're seeing the value of our equations here. Now, the one thing I did not fill in is we actually know what the surface area is. The surface area is 102. So I'm going to fill that in. All right, and I'm ready to solve my equation now. So 10 and 10 make 20. So that's 20h plus 3 times 7 is 21. 21 times 2, 42. So we've got that. That's in there. All right. And now it's just a two-step equation. So let's subtract 42 from both sides. All right. 60 equals 20h. And I can divide both sides by 20. So in this case, my height is 3. Again, if we use the equation, we plug in some information, we're going to get a nice equation to end up solving here. And we can get away from guessing check that's there. So looks like it's going to kind of follow me here. So which means I'm just going to erase for now. All right. At least I thought I was going to erase there. Let's try that again. Eraser. Huh. Doesn't want to erase with me here. All right, fine. I'll work around it there. So we're finding the surface area. And this is our pyramid. All right. So they've given me my formula that's there. So surface area is a half times the perimeter. The key thing there is that L. And remember that L is the slant height. All right, different than the height. Again, a slant is something that's on that diagonal that's there. So when it comes down to it, I'm looking at that 24, all right? And I'm looking at that 20, all right? One's the slant height and one's the actual height. The 24 is actually the slant height because, again, it's leaning on a slant. So using the formula that's there, half, all right, times the perimeter. So 30, 30, 30. Okay, yeah, so a bunch of 30s there, 4 of them. 30 plus 30 plus 30. All right. The slant height is 24. All right. Plus, and then the area of the base. So the area of the base, that would be a rectangle. Oh, actually a square. So that'd be 30 times 30. And again, I could slam that all in my calculator at once if it's got the display. But I'm going old school here. Do some parentheses here. 30 times 4 is 120. All right. Plus 24. Plus, and then 30 times 30, 900. So half of 120 is 60. All right. That's 60 plus 24 plus 900. I can take care of that. 60 and 24 is 84. 84 plus 900, 984. Again, it is surface area, so it is inches squared. And there we go. All right. Apologize for those numbers traveling with me and not wanting to erase. Clearly some sort of setting, something that I touched that I wasn't aware of. But again, use this quiz, play it while you're doing your quiz as well, as a kind of way of where things are coming from. So yeah, there you go, people. Enjoy.